What's up, everybody? Justin here I'm excited to do this show. All new fantasy booking show. Fantasy booking of the NXT Women's Championship. For the first 6 months, 6, 7, 8 months of 2018. Fantasy booking of the NXT Women's title for the first 8 months of 2018. Here we go. Let me get a drink first, because I'm thirsty. So, here we go. I'm going to start with NXT TakeOver Philly in January. The NXT Women's Champion is Ember Moon, so she's my champion in the fantasy booking show. TakeOver Philly. Ember Moon, I have defending it against Nikki Cross. Not Shayna Baszler, because I don't think Shayna Baszler should even be ever getting an NXT Women's title shot, but she is in real life. And that's pretty damn stupid. Who I would give the title shot to at TakeOver Philly, Ember Moon defending against Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross, I would have win the NXT Women's title at TakeOver Philly. She deserves it. She's been in NXT well over probably a year and a half. Or well over a year. She's a great worker. She has a lot of passion for the business. So I'd make her NXT Women's Champion. So Nikki Cross is the new NXT Women's Champion after TakeOver Philly. Ember Moon, she's a fine champion. I don't have a problem with her as champion, but this is my fantasy booking show. I'd rather see Nikki Cross as champion. But Ember, she deserves it. In real life, she really deserves it because she's been wrestling for 11 years to get to WWE. So now, the next NXT TV after TakeOver Philly, let's say in February, sometime in February. NXT TV from February 2018, Nikki Cross defending her NXT Women's title for the first time. She defends it against one of my favorites in NXT, Peyton Royce, with Billie Kay on the outside. NXT Women's title match. Nikki Cross defends against Peyton Royce. On NXT TV, Billie Kay gets Peyton Royce disqualified. She gets her disqualified, and that doesn't make Peyton too happy, but they're still BFFs at the end. So next, NXT TV, let's go to March. NXT TV from March. We have a sit-down interview with the iconic duo, and a sit-down interview where Peyton says in the interview, I know I can beat Nikki Cross. I know I had her beat. And Billie doesn't like that. Billie's sitting right next to her. Billie is staring at her. And Peyton stares back at Billie like, you screwed up. You screwed me. You messed up my shot, my chance at winning the title. And it's all your fault, Billie, basically. So then Billie doesn't look happy. She storms out of the interview. NXT TakeOver, New Orleans, right before WrestleMania 34. I'm jumping to that. Nikki Cross, still a champion, defending against Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce with Billie Kay, again on the outside. Peyton Royce, this time at TakeOver New Orleans. Peyton Royce wins the NXT Women's title. Finally wins it. Billie Kay after the match. First, They stare off. They have a face-off with each other. Like, is Billie going to attack her? But Billie does not attack her. They just have a face-off. Peyton Royce has the title with her. In the middle of the ring, they have a face-off. Billie ends up grabbing her hand and raising it. So, they're still BFFs. They're still the iconic duo for now. But then, after she raises her hand, Billie attacks her. Viciously, brutally attacks Peyton Royce. Just beats her down. Attacks her with it, goes against a steel chair. Attacks Peyton with a steel chair. Puts a steel chair around her head. Slams her head with the chair in it against the ring post. So Peyton is down, holding her neck, screaming, selling her neck that it's injured. So then after that, because Peyton was viciously attacked with a chair, got her neck injured, 4 weeks later, let's say it's late May 2018 on NXT TV, Peyton Royce comes out by herself, comes out to address the fans, comes out and she does a babyface interview. She's now babyface because of course she would have to be babyface. Crowd would feel sympathy for her for sure. So Peyton Royce is now babyface. Billie Kay is nowhere to be found with her after viciously attacking her at TakeOver New Orleans. Peyton Royce cuts a babyface interview. She comes out, is in the ring, has a neck brace on. And she's in the ring. She looks emotional. And first thing Peyton Royce says on the mic is, she says, I'm here to give up and relinquish the NXT Women's title. And she gives it to William Regal, who's in the ring. Gives it to him. And she has tears in her eyes, tears running down her face. So Peyton Royce, because she has an injured neck and a neck brace on, she has to give up the NXT Women's title. She just won like 4 or 5 weeks ago. Or whatever. I said it's the end of May. So after that, after she gives up the NXT Women's title, Peyton Royce still in a neck brace. This is early June. She's still in a neck brace. And then, this is about early June. After she gave up the NXT Women's title in late May, 2 weeks later, William Regal comes out on NXT TV, has the women's title in the ring, has a microphone, and Regal says the NXT Women's title is now held up. It's vacated. It's held up, and it will be held up in a battle royal. And the winner, the woman that wins the battle royal, will become the new NXT Women's Champion. So early June, NXT TV, we have a battle royal for the NXT Women's Championship. Winner gets it because Peyton had to vacate it. Women in the battle royal that I got in it: Piper Niven, Candice LeRae, Toni Storm, Lacey Evans, Bianca Belair, Dakota Kai, Rachel Ellering, Selena Vega. Those are the women I put. Billie Kay's in it. So, it comes down to the final two. The final two I would have in it. Saints are winning, by the way, if you're a football fan. 14-3. I don't know why I said that. Just because I got the game on in front of me. Anyways. Billie Kay and Toni Storm are the final two. The final two women left. One of them will become champion. But wait. They're both left. Peyton Royce comes storming out. Comes down the ramp. Still has her neck brace on. Gets in the ring. And Peyton is staring at both of them. And Toni Storm and Billie Kay look shocked. Peyton Royce grabs her neck brace, rips it off, throws it down. goes after Billie Kay, jumps on her, attacks her, gets up, throws Toni Storm over the top rope. So, Toni Storm, I love you to death, but you're eliminated. And then grabs Billie Kay, throws her over the top rope. And what do you know? Rigo says, this is official. Billie Kay wins the NXT Women's title back. She wins the Battle Royal. She returns, and she's healed. Her neck is healed, rips the neck brace off, and wins the NXT Women's title in the Battle Royal. And it's official. I don't care if that's not fair and that Peyton Royce wasn't in the Battle Royal. She entered herself in it, and it's my fantasy booking show. I'll do what I want as the booker of this show. So up next, what do we have next? This is late June 2018, NXT TV. William Regal says, he's in the ring to cut a promo. He says, this iconic duo feud is so out of control, it's just out of control. He says, Peyton and Billie, he says, if you two touch each other before your match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, you both are fired, and the match is off. So now, we go to the end of July. NXT TV. Billie Kay ends up attacking Peyton Royce, throws her off the stage at Full Sail University, throws her off the stage through a table. So Rigo doesn't like that. So we go to the second week in August 2018. Peyton Royce comes out. William Regal's in the ring. Peyton Royce comes out. Peyton Royce begs Regal. Begs him. Do not cancel our match. Do not cancel my match against Billie Kay. And Regal agrees. He says, okay, I won't cancel it. But then he says NXT will not be responsible. He says this match must be no holds barred. And this match will not be sanctioned by NXT. Regal says, I will not sanction it. So if you two injure each other, you're responsible, and WWE is not. So it's no holds barred, and it's not sanctioned by NXT at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. So now, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. NXT Women's Champion Peyton Royce defends against her former BFF, Billie Kay, defends against Billie Kay. And Peyton Royce wins and retains the NXT Women's title. After the match, after they both beat the hell out of each other and had a war and used chairs and went through tables, after it, they both are staring at each other. They both start getting emotional, and they both go up to each other, stare at each other, have a face-off, but then they eventually hug each other. They hug it out, and they make up. And Billie Kay, after they hug and make up, Billie Kay raises her hand and leaves the ring, and the crowd is giving both of them a standing ovation, and leaves a spotlight to Peyton Royce, left alone in the middle of the ring. So this ends my fantasy booking show for the NXT Women's Championship. I start off with Ember Moon as champion. Nikki Cross won it. Then it went to Peyton Royce. Then Peyton Royce had to vacate it. It was held up in a battle royal. Peyton Royce returned. Emotional, shocking return. Ripped the neck brace off. Won the title back. Defended it against Billie Kay at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. No holds barred. Non-sanctioned. I thought I did a pretty good job on this fantasy booking show of the NXT Women's title for the first 8 months of 2018. Now, could have I involved more women? Yes. But I wanted to focus on just Nikki Cross winning and Peyton Royce winning it and feuding with Billie Kay for like the first, Takeover New Orleans is April, so I wanted Billie and Peyton to feud from April until Takeover Brooklyn 4. Now, I don't know. So Nikki won the title, Peyton and Billie feuded. It's only 3 women, really, that I involved in this first 8 months. And I hope the first 8 months of the real NXT, I hope they involve more than 3 women in the title picture. I would like to see in real life, I would like to see Toni Storm come in, get involved in the title picture. I like to see Dakota Kai get involved. She's a super talent. Put her on TV more. I don't know who else. Piper Niven, bring her back. Get her involved in the title picture. A lot of women. Rhea Ripley, get her involved in it. I don't care to see Shayna Baszler ever get involved in a title picture, but sadly she is. Because she's friends with Ronda Rousey. That's the only reason she has a WWE career. And I'm not going to say she's a lousy wrestler, but she's boring. Shayna Baszler's boring. And to me, she's like the female Roman Reigns, which I think Roman's really boring. Hope you enjoyed this fantasy booking of the first 8 months of the NXT Women's title. If you think you could do a better job than I did, make your own fantasy booking show. But I just wanted to focus on Nikki Cross winning and Peyton and Billie feuding. Because eventually, probably what happened in NXT, eventually, I think we're going to see Peyton and Billie definitely feud, and I would enjoy that feud a lot. They cannot stay together forever, people. The iconic duo will not stay together forever, sadly. So have them feud. I would love to see a feud with them, too. 2 very awesome Aussie women wrestlers that I love. And I don't know what's in the water in Australia, but my goodness, they make some very, very attractive and talented female wrestlers. Hope you enjoyed this fantasy booking. Have a great Sunday night. Have a great week. Bye for now.